Hello guys, how are you guys doing? It's me again. I hope everyone is all right. So guys, let's talk about this issue of kids who are born in Europe versus kids who are born in Africa. So I was having this discussion with a friend of mine, and he told me, lucky you, all your kids are born in Europe. You know, kids that are born in Europe or abroad generally, they are very, very intelligent. And I laughed. I laughed so hard. You know, this topic is something that anytime people will say kids that are born in Europe are very, very intelligent, and they compare kids who are born in Africa. Let me tell you, you see, these kids that are born in Africa, they deserve to be celebrated. Even we that our mothers gave birth in Africa, we deserve to be celebrated. Because over there, they don't have light, they don't have good water, they don't have good amenities, they don't have nothing. Without good light, quack doctors, quack nurses, quack teachers, with all that environmental hazards, food, bad food, lack of good protein, lack of good vitamins and minerals, with all those things, and these kids manage to have that level of intelligence in them. Let's even start when you give birth in Europe. You give birth, immediately you give birth. All my kids, they are being vaccinated. Every month you vaccinate this one, and next month you vaccinate another one, in next 3 months you vaccinate. You keep on vaccinating them. Why wouldn't they be intelligent? How many vaccines did anybody give to them? Nobody. Is it not when you have money that you will think of giving your kids good vaccine? But without those vaccines, they are still they are still very extremely intelligent. Okay, that's one apart. Let's talk about hardworking kids that are born in Africa. Very, very hardworking. Imagine kids that are born here with light, with good bed, with everything. Very lazy. Very, very lazy. In fact, it's remaining small for us to be putting food inside inside the mouth of our kids that are born here, 15-year-old, 16-year-old. It remains small, is remaining before we start feeding them, like taking food and say, baby, open your mouth, let me feed you. 15-year-old kids here. Small, tiny thing, now you will start feeding them. Is it about strength? Kids that are in Africa, they are much more stronger than kids that are in Europe. Respect. It's only here in Europe that I will see a child call his mother or father name. Imagine waking up in Africa and you call your father, good morning, Emmanuel. Hey, Chineke, the blood of Jesus. Kids here in Europe, they will wake up in the morning and they will tell you hi. Like hi. You are telling your parents hi. Say hi to our parents and you will see what will happen. I heard this story of one woman that the government took away her kid. The baby will be around that kind, 11-year-old. What did she do? What was her offense? Her offense is that anytime the girl will be going to school in the morning, she will give the baby African food. And the girl in question doesn't like African food. So it's like the mother is forcing African food on her, like telling her she must eat this African food. So this kid will go to school and complain to the teacher that it's like the mother is forcing her to eat African food. Before you know it, social stepped in. Before you know it, it generated into something else, and they got this child's mind twisted that they took her away from the mother. This woman cried so much in pain. She so much lost weight when this thing happened. With everything she suffered for this girl or for this child, they took away that child. Can this thing happen in Africa? It cannot happen in Africa. A child reporting the mother to the government that you are feeding me African food. Thereby, that is called an abuse. Kids that are born in Africa, when we were there, we can wash clothes with our hands. Respect. Wash clothes, our siblings' clothes, we wash them with our hands. Here now, they have washing machine. Even when we have washing machine here, for the kids to take clothes from their room to where washing machine is even difficult. Here, the kids will wake up in the morning, they will eat breakfast, they will take the one they are taking to school, they will come back and eat another one, they will eat another one, they will still eat another one as dinner. You will be the one to do basically everything for the kids here. Where is the comparison? I can't find anything. And parents here, they are living on shell here. They are like, we are like eggs. Your mother will go to market and come back. You will take care of your sibling. You will take care of your baby sister or your baby brother that is at home. But kids here, they don't know what that is. You see kids that are born here, majority of them, all the properties we have back home, they will never ever go there to live. Highest they can do is to sell it. They don't put value to them. Okay, they will reason, okay, what are they going to Africa to do? Why would they be there? Why should they even be there? They even think that they are not even part of us back home. At very young age back home, we have started helping our families. We started helping our mothers, our fathers. You will tell your child to look after the siblings. That will consider abuse. You will tell your child to go to supermarket that is in front of them to go and buy common salt or even bread. That is an abuse. In Europe, it's considered an abuse. Everything is an abuse in Europe. Parents who are living in Europe are even afraid. They don't know what to do. There is nothing to compare the kids that are born in Africa compared to the kids that are born in abroad. They have a lot of opportunities. Yes, we know that kids that are born abroad, they have a lot of opportunities. They have a lot of, in fact, they have a lot of opportunities. You know, because when you give somebody something in a platter of gold, the person will abuse it. The person will abuse it. Kids who are born in Europe, is like, because everything they have, every single thing at the back of their arms, they think that there is no other life. They start abusing it. You come here, you will see a lot of kids that have called police for their parents, that have even, they have put in their parents in prison just because they call police to tell one or two stories. How can you tell me that your child will look at you in your face to tell you, I'm not an African? You ask the person why, he will tell you, because I was born here. I am not an African because you were born here. How can you not be an African when you are born here? Your child will look at you in your face and will tell you that she or she is not an African because he is born in Europe. Won't that give you a headache? Won't that even give you a thought? Won't that even give you something to think about? You see, a kid in Africa will value a little, even if it's tiny bicycle that your father owns in Africa, the kid will value it. But you see here, a lot of things we own here, a lot of things we have here, our kids, they don't have value. They don't put value to it. They don't have value for nothing. The way they spoil their things, the way they destroy their things, they don't put value. They will call their parents their name. They will even, just because maybe they ask you to buy small thing and you don't get them, they will flip up. Just because you scold them or you even shouting at them alone will make them. It's only in abroad that I will see that a 5-year-old, 7-year-old is going through depression. A 7-year-old going through a mental breakdown. Just those kind of things, we never experience it back home or back where we come from. So you can't, there's nothing to compare children who are born in Africa compared to children who are born in Europe. It's no comparison. To be a parent in Europe is not easy. It's not easy because many of us, we don't even know how to handle our kids. Many of us, we don't even know how to talk. Even smiling at them alone, they can even consider the smile as an abuse. The school will so much brainwash them. The school will so much brainwash them, turn their brain against you that you even look at your child and ask, is this really my child? So it's not easy. It's not easy. When that my friend told me, you're lucky you gave birth to your kids here. Yes, I'm lucky I gave birth to my kids in Europe. But all the same, a lot of parents are not finding it funny here. A lot of parents cannot even talk to their children. They cannot even smile. You don't know what to buy for them. If you buy this, they will tell you, they will consider you as somebody who is not. They are always demanding things. They will eat. They will not. They don't even know how to greet. It's only in Europe that I know that a child don't know how to say thank you, ma. After eating, they don't know how to greet. You will eat and get up and just walk away. Take your plate and just walk away from your parents. That thing doesn't happen from where we come from. How do you explain that a child that is born in Europe will just wake up one day, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old will just wake up and tell the parents that he or she is transiting to another gender? Like seriously, transiting to another gender, and the parents will just shut up the mouth and tell you, okay, I support you, whatever be the decision you are taking, I support you. You know why the parents is saying I support you? You know, because if you say contrary to what that child is saying, the school will just automatically turn against you. The people around her or him will tell the child that you are the bad parents. The child will turn against you and they will start seeing you as a monster. So what will you do? You just say, okay, I support you. How can I support my 12-year-old to transit? Where is he transiting to? Where are you transiting to? A child that I gave birth to. Before you know it, my son will tell me, 12-year-old, 11-year-old, we are transiting to become another gender. Transiting to where? And which gender are you even transiting to? You can transit to wherever you are transiting to. That will be when you become an adult. But you don't wake up in your father's house when you are in Africa. You wake up in your father's house underage and tell your parents you are transiting. That day you will transit yourself to heaven. You will find yourself in heaven. 13-year-old will tell you I have a boyfriend, or 15 will tell you I have a boyfriend. How can my 14-year-old daughter have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they will hold their hands and tell you it's their right? And before you know it, one or two words they will start saying it's my right. Spanish people, they call it derecho, mi derecho, your right. 13-year-old, you're right to do whatever you want. You have a boyfriend at 13 years old. 13-year-old having a boyfriend only in abroad, and they will tell you it's their right. You say contrary, you are the bad person. The teachers will turn against you. They will tell the child you are the bad person. I think when it comes to respect, we are number one. Kids that are born in Africa, when it comes to respect, number one. Well behaved, number one. When it comes to even intelligence itself, they are number one, because a lot of kids there, they studied without computer, without good light, without anything, but they are still very, very intelligent. You see here, many of us that came from Africa that are here, that are schooling, many of us are better than a lot of white people in class. When it comes to class, inside the classroom, many of us are more intelligent. That is to tell you that we are very, very intelligent back home. But here, kids that are born here, you will see a teacher be telling you that the child is going through a syndrome stage. What is a syndrome stage? Depressive stage. The child is not doing well because he's going through a depressive and syndrome stage at 11-year-old. Going through a syndrome stage. What is causing you depression? Nothing. Imagine in Europe, your son telling you that wearing pinks and skirts and carrying handbag is nothing, that is his right to do that. Your son that is still underage, wear skirt, wear pink, carry handbag to go to school at the age of 12, 13. Because it's their right. There is nothing to be compared about. But all the same, that is my opinion, okay? You can still have your opinion, but that is my opinion. If given the opportunity, I would love to raise my kids back home in Africa, because there the kids can, they can have better understanding of what life is all about, how things are being done back there. Because kids here, they have everything, and because they have everything, they are just abusing those things they have. They are taking the advantage of everything they have. They're using it against their parents. They don't know what it is, to be raised in Africa. So I can't compare. There's nothing that will make me to compare kids that are born in Africa, compare the kids that are born in Europe. Nothing can be compared with them. For me, kids that are born in Africa are more respectful, more humble, more educated, more in everything. Apart from opportunities, they are very more stronger beings than kids that are raised in Europe. That is my opinion. You can still have yours. Guys, that will be all for now. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Don't forget to click the notification buttons. Please, guys, share more and more. I appreciate everything you guys has been doing for me, all the comments, all the love, everything. See you guys next time. Bye for now.